This month on Diecast Time, there's been more Gen 3 models released, plus some previously announced models have been changed. The big news this month is that some of the previously announced Gen 3 2024 models from Authentic Collectibles have been changed. Now, probably the biggest changed ones, that a little bit surprising on this one, they have cancelled the Erebus cars from Bathurst that Todd Hazelwood and Jack LeBrock were racing, and they are going to now release them as the Perth liveries with Brodie Kostecki and Jack LeBrock, with those new liveries that the cars had for that round. So if you wanted that original TFH hire with the Reckless Brewing on the bonnet of the cars, that will not be happening anymore. They will just be the current cars that they are running. Also, some of the other changes that, not surprisingly, with some of these, like the Nick Percat car has been changed to the AGP livery. His teammate Cam Hill's car has also been switched to the that weekend as well. Andre Heimgartner's car has been changed to the Taupo livery. Obviously, he was a winner there. On the Ford front, the DJR cars have been switched over to the Taupo livery, mainly because Anton took out the Jason Richards trophy there. The WAU cars will be in the Perth liveries to celebrate Mostert's first win there for WAU as a Ford team. Now, just on a side note with those model orders, from what I understand, if you have, say, a pre-order for the Chaz Mostert model, that will just carry over from the season championship car to the winning Perth Super Sprint 1. But if you have got an order for the Erebus, the original cars, as far as I know, they don't carry over. They've been cancelled, and you do have to place new orders on those ones. Or if you obviously, like say me, who hadn't previously ordered some of those, the standard championship cars, because I'd prefer to get some winning ones, you do need to start placing pre-orders on those now. Now, there has also been some new releases this month, following on from the S550 launch Mustang livery. They've also released the WAU launch livery that was on the Mustang when they announced WAU was switching over to Ford. Unfortunately, if you're after one of these, they are currently sold out. There's possibly some available in some shops, but might be a bit hard to get your hands on one of those if you are after one. Also, the 2021 the Gen 3 Camaro launch livery, that silver one, that is out now for $275. Unlike the Mustang, the Camaros do have opening parts on them. Obviously, with the S550 Mustangs, they just made them in resin with no opening parts, while the Camaros can be carried over with all the race cars, so they do have opening parts on those. $275 for that model in 1/18 only at the moment. The 2022 black version of that, I am told, is not far away either. Previously, I've said I was not going to get one of these because I will be getting race cars off that Camaro, but I'm very tempted because both of them look really, really cool. I am leaning towards one. I don't want to quite say yet, but I am tempted to get one of those and then get one of the S650 Mustangs, that the white with the pony logo on the back, to kind of have a bit of like all of the kind of the testing of the Gen 3s. Anyway, we'll leave it at that because have to get that one past the Minister of Finance first. They've also released the dirty version of the Raptor. Now, normally I don't get into the road cars on here, but this one, I just think it's really, really cool. All of the dirtiness, the dirt and that on the car, it's slightly different on each model because that is actually added on by hand afterwards. There's only 162 of these, and they are $325 each, which is definitely not cheap, but they have some really cool features like the little model of the dog that comes with it. I just think that's really, really cool. And there's also a little "Wash Me" written on the tailgate of the cars. yeah, I think that's a really cool looking model. I won't get it for my collection, but that's mainly because I'm not collecting road cars. Rather, it is just a really cool looking car though. Authentics also released the 143rd versions of the DNA of Mustang, FGX and ZB, the Gen 2 cars there. These will be $99 each. The same as the 1/18th versions that were previously released, but now in the smaller scale for people who collect that scale and want those models. And Biante they've released twin sets of the 2021 Teams Championship for 888. In the box, it's a really cool looking box you actually get. You will get a Van Gisbergen and a Jamie Whincup model in there. They're available in 1/18th and 1/43rd scale, 300 of the 1/18th and 350 of the 1/43rd scale. $545. Seems like a lot, but you are getting two 1/18th models in there, or $199 for the two 1/43rds. Definitely a really cool one to add to your collection if you're a 888 collector there. So that's it for this month and the news. If you haven't checked it out already, I unboxed this one last month. There is some close-ups and that of it. My thoughts, I'm still loving this model. This month's unboxing, we take a little bit of a step back in time, so keep an eye out for that video, and hopefully very soon we will have at least one Gen 3 Camaro to open up and compare, especially comparing the diecast to the resin of the Gen 3 Mustang there. So keep an eye out for those videos coming out. But until next time, I'm still Dave, and I'll catch you later.